Anglers Extra.
Welcome back to the Anglers Extra pregame show. I'm Diamondside, joined by John Schiffner.
Diamondside, good. I like that.
You know, I try to mix it up. You know, sometimes you got to mix up the lineups. Broadcasters have to do the same thing.
Diamondside, okay.
So yesterday, you guys got rained out in Bourne.
It was wet. The diamond was very wet, yes. Well, yeah, there was much we could do. It was one of those good rains because we're down 3-0, and we weren't really sniffing that guy. So, you know, we'll take it. We'll take the rain out in that situation. Down 3. I mean, who knows? We could have come back, but you know, it's too bad we missed a day off. But it's not that big a deal. It's 35, 40-minute ride. We're good.
Now, thinking about games that have been postponed or delayed, do you have any favorite memories of games that ended up not counting in your 20 years at Chatham?
Well, of course, the infamous Andrew Miller, 12 strikeouts in a row. There was no fog. That was really bad, and they called the game anyway. That one, I do remember some rainouts. We had an interesting rainout last year, and we had the Battle of the Bullpens last year when the boys stole the golf cart and made it look like a tank, and they attacked, I believe it was the Brewster bullpen. That was quite entertaining. And, oh, God, a long time ago when Mark Seaver was here in 95, he and Ryan Kinski put together a football team, but they did everything in reverse. It was phenomenal. It was like somebody would rewind an old-fashioned movie. They'd throw the pass, but then they'd bring it was very entertaining and very creative. And I remember another fog delay we had. I think it was in the playoffs with Orleans, and they had the Orleans bobsled team, and they put their helmets on backwards, and they looked like they were driving a bobsled. It was fabulous. The crowd loved it. It's good. That's good, clean fun, and that's why this game's so great.
So today you're facing the Cotuit Kettleers coming off a loss last night. You're trying to keep pace with other teams in the East that are doing well. What do you tell your team when you come off of a rainout, a game that didn't count? You know, you were down 3-0, weren't doing so well. Is there anything different in your preparation?
No, you tell all the guys that went 0 for 2 or 0 for 3 that they scratch it. Don't worry about it, and come out and let's improve on that today. And again, they're baseball players. They've been rained out many, many times, and they'll get rained out many, many more times. So it's not something like a football game getting postponed or a basketball game. That's weird. You know, baseball, they get postponed, so they're accustomed to it. They've been getting rained out since they were in Little League, so they just they roll the punches and they're ready to go today.
Was having the same lineup as you did yesterday part of being rained out, or was that something? Yeah,
it's why skip the day? Take a day from those guys. That's why we do have the big roster. So we want to make sure the guys get their at bats. So it's the same lineup, and we're not going to do a lot of platooning in the start of the game. We could do some pinch hitting later in the game with our righty lefty switches. But as far as what pitcher's throwing, it's going to be whose turn is it, who's hot, who's not, and go from there.
So, looking ahead to tonight's game against Cotuit coming off a loss to Harwich, and the East seems to kind of be dominating the league right now. They were 4-0, not including the rainout last night. Is that something that you think about when you're facing a team from another division?
No, not at all. You got to win every game, or not win every. You want to win every game, but the thing is, you want to win the game. Doesn't matter who you're playing in your division or not. Your goal is to make the playoffs. So, it's nice to win within your division if there's going to be some kind of tiebreaker. But you got to win them. You got to win them, whatever division it is.
Thanks a lot, Schiff, and good luck in tonight's game.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Back up to you, Chris, with the rest of the Anglers Extra pregame show.